I did hear we have a lot of similarities.
What if I told you the reason pigs' eyes look so human is more disturbing than you think? Think about it. Pigs don't just have human-like eyes. They have human-like skin, human-like organs, human-like emotions. Their skin, used for burn grafts, their heart valves, transplanted into human bodies, their organs, so close to ours that scientists are now experimenting with full pig-to-human organ transplants. Pigs recognize their own names. They dream. They mourn their dead. So tell me, why? Why is there an animal walking around with human-like organs, human-like skin, human-like emotions? Maybe the answer is darker than you think.
This is a human-pig hybrid monster.
I did hear we have a lot of similarities.
What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. So first and foremost, I'd like to say, I hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency, not letting no negative energy stop y'all positive energy. And as you can see by the title in the video you just watched, you see what I'm saying? They're saying that it's disturbing. What's disturbing? How humans have the same organs and the same skin and the same behavior as the pig, right? That's not what's disturbing. What's disturbing is, or they're saying how the pig has the same shit as the human, right? Oh, that's disturbing. The pig has the same organs, this and that. Yeah, that's not disturbing, bro, because that's the animal. You see, what's disturbing is how the fucking human has the same organs and all that shit as the pig. And they're saying the human trying to categorize us all as humans. But black people have a different, like I tell y'all this shit all the time, and I'm gonna post this video, I'm gonna edit this shit, you know what I'm saying? Black people have a different genetics, you see what I'm saying? We have a different genetics, different organs. That's why when they're doing the organ harvesting and all that shit on the black market, they're kidnapping black people and they're harvesting their organs, because our organs are on a different frequency, because we're on a different frequency than everybody else, because we have neuromelanin. That's why our skin is this color, because we have neuromelanin. We're a different species. So when they're doing all this organ harvesting and all that shit, they're harvesting our organs. They're kidnapping our kids, our goddesses, our gods, and they're harvesting our organs and eating them, or whatever the fuck they're doing with them shits, or using them because they're more powerful, or they probably can't even use they're probably just getting our organs and eating, or doing some weird shit, whatever the fuck they're doing with our shit. That's what they're doing. They're kidnapping black and Latino gods and goddesses, and they be doing organ harvesting, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, this video ain't about that. This video is how we're on a different frequency. You see, we're on a different frequency, and our organs, our genetics, all that shit internally is on a different frequency too. So when they're saying that humans, we're not human, they're human. They're human. They're on a different frequency. They're the ones that get burned by the sun. They're human. They're the ones with the organs that are similar to the animal. You see, and it's not just one animal. They have multiple different animals' characteristics to make one person. You see how they pointed out the eyes, they pointed out the skin, and they pointed out the internal organs. How they're similar to a pig. That's because they have pig DNA. And not only do they have pig DNA, they have multiple other animals' DNA to make one living organism, to make a Caucasian, Asian, Mexican, Arab, etc. You see? And this shit has to be known. You know what I'm saying? This shit has to be known. My people have to be aware of this shit so you can understand why when you go out and about, they have all of this aggressive ass behavior and exhibit these characteristics. It's because they have animal DNA. You see what I'm saying? They have animal DNA. They have multiple different animals' genetics to make one living organism. You know what I'm saying? So it's not disturbing that a pig has an animal has human organs, you know? Because that would be like, okay, a human created the animals. You know what I'm saying? And I see somebody right here about to do some bullshit in their car. I know how to deal with their species. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm conscious that they got animal fucking DNA, animal genetics. You know what I'm saying? So it's not disturbing that an animal has human organs, and they're saying that the animal has human organs. The animal doesn't have no human organs. The animal is minding his fucking business. It's not like the animal's like, yeah, let me get a liver from a human being, let me get a kidney, let me get a lung. No, the human has animal organs. You see, the human has animal organs. Because how the fuck is an animal going to put organs in? It's just an animal. The pig is just trying to eat some mud and play in the mud and all that shit and be in filth because it's just the animal. You know what I'm saying? It's not capable of manipulating its organs. Neither is the human. But I'm saying the animal is just the animal, bro. So it's not like the animal has human organs and human DNA. No, the human has animal DNA. The human has animal organs. That's why Caucasians, they have the same skin as a pig. And I didn't even notice that shit with the eyes. They just brought that shit to my attention. The eyes look like a little baby. Or a sad Caucasian male. You see what I'm saying? The eyes of a little pig. They got the same DNA as them. And the motherfucker had the audacity to comment a monkey on the live. The whole time, y'all the ones with the animal DNA. Black people have zero animal DNA. That's why our hair is nappy like this. And it's not nappy, it's coiled because of our genetics. You see? If your hair is straight, that means you have animal, your genetics resemble more characteristics of an animal. That's why your shit is straight. Because like an animal hair is like how animal hair is straight. Got animal DNA. So it's not like the animal has human DNA and human organs. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna just single out the pig. Oh, the pig has human skin. Oh, why does the pig have human skin? Why does the pig have human organs? No, nigga, why does the human have pig skin and pig organs? You see what I'm saying? Why does the pig have why does the human have pig skin and pig eyes and pig organs? You see what I'm saying? Don't single out the animal. The animal is just the animal, and they fail to leave out the other characteristics internally. That's just what they can see on the physical. That's just, okay, you can see that they have the same skin complexion as a pig. You see? You can see that they have the same eyes as a pig. You see? You can't see the internal organs, but they're not even speaking about the behavior characteristics of what animals, what animal characteristics they're exhibiting with their behavior. That's just the shit that they have, like what they're carrying. They're carrying that pigmentation on their body, that skin on their body. You see? They're carrying those organs. They didn't talk about what's going on in their brain. You see what I'm saying? And they're saying humans have 90% animal DNA. And they're even admitting this shit. But what they're not admitting is that we're not all the same species. They're the fucking humans. We're not humans. We're gods and goddesses. We are organic beings. And what makes us gods and goddesses are neuromelanin. This is equal to soul. If you have this neuromelanin, you have a soul on the inside. Because the sun, bro, if you have this neuromelanin equals soul, man. Neuromelanin equals soul. You see what I'm saying? The sun equals soul. So if you have no connection to the sun, you have no soul. Because the sun is what gives life to everything all over the planet. So if you have no connection to the sun, you have no soul. You see? You don't have a soul. So with us having this neuromelanin, we are connected directly to the planet, connected directly to nature. We have more plant genetics than animal genetics. That's why when we have magnesium deficiencies and all that shit, we can drink some chlorophyll, you know what I'm saying? Which ain't nothing but plant blood, and that will heal our blood because we're connected to the plants and nature. That's why they want to have us eating the bullshit, because they want to lower our frequency. When we eat the bullshit, the meat and all that shit lowers our frequency. They can eat that shit because they have animal genetics. You don't see wild animals that are supposed to be hunting another animal eating fruits and vegetables. That's not their species. They're supposed to eat other animals. You see what I'm saying? And you don't see the animals that are supposed to eat fruits and vegetables and little small worms and shit. You don't see them eating a fucking boar or a pig or no meat or no dead animals, because they're different species. They may have similar characteristics, like I tell you, like a wolf, like a wolf. You know what I'm saying? Like a wolf and a Siberian husky. They have the similar characteristics, but they're different species on the inside because they're genetics. They're different species. You know what I'm saying? And it's not racist. Black people have a reason to be racist. If we want to be racist, we have an excuse and a reason to be racist. These motherfuckers supposedly put us through slavery, and they're here on our planet. They can't take no sin. If we want to be ignorant and be racist, we have a reason to be racist. These motherfuckers are being racist out of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? They're not even the same species as us. That's like a dog walking up to a wolf, like, yeah, fuck you, you dumbass dog, stupid dog. And the wolf is like, nigga, you're the fucking dog. You're the fucking dog. I'm a wolf. We're a different fucking species. You see? So, if for a Caucasian or an Asian or a Mexican or an Arab to call a black person a monkey, Y'all are the ones with the monkey DNA. That just shows you their fucking thinking capacity because of their genetics. And in this video, they didn't talk about their thinking capacity. They just talked about how they have the similar traits as an animal, as a pig. Or they try to switch it to say how the pig has the similar traits as them. Whole time they have the more similar. It's them. The pig is just being a pig existing. You know what I'm saying? The pig was here before the fucking human being. You see what I'm saying? The pig was here before them. That's where the human being got its organs and all this shit from the pig. What the fuck? It wasn't the human being and then the pig. It was the pig first, and then the human being got its traits from the pig. And we're not human beings, we're different species. You see? So I ain't gonna make this video too long, man. I just want to talk to y'all about this. And I want to show y'all this video of how they try to say that how the pig had the similar organs as the human. No, the human has the similar organs as the pig. And they all have different mixtures to make these different races within the human species. The Asians, Mexicans, Arab, Caucasians, they all have different animal genetics, you get a little bit of organs from this animal, a little bit of texture from all different little shit to make their species. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. They're not gonna give shit to black people. They're oh, y'all monkeys, this and that. But if you shave an Asian man, if you shave a monkey, shave all the hair off a monkey, it will look just like an old Asian man. I don't give a fuck how nobody feels. I'm from my species, bro. I'm from my species. And as you see in the video, the pig had the same pigmentation as the Caucasian. You see? They get their skin graft from the pig. What the fuck? So, I ain't gonna make this video too long. I just want to tell y'all this shit. So, for my people, we have to be conscious of this shit and be aware that they have animal DNA. So, when you're driving and you're out and about in this world, you're trying to do some shit, and you wonder why these motherfuckers are just acting crazy, it's because they have animal DNA. And we have to be conscious of this shit because they're only able to get away with the bullshit because my people are not conscious of this shit. They think that we're all the same. They think that we're all human. But these motherfuckers are the humans. They have the animal genetics, and it's obvious. They just showed you the pig. Black people don't have no fucking pig skin. We got neuromelanin. They're the ones with the fucking pig skin because they're the ones with the animal genetics, you see? So we have to be conscious of this shit. We have to be conscious of this shit so we can know why shit is going on, why we're trying to do shit and we're having a rough time doing shit, or why they're trying to hinder us, or why they're giving us hard times, or why they're being racist, because they have animal genetics. You see? And they have to dumb black people down so we're not conscious of this shit. They have to feed you the poison. They have to have you under the spells with the radio and the frequency programming and the music. Look, you just go into your job, right? I don't even fucking listen to the radio. I had the Bluetooth. But let me try to fucking cut this. I don't even know how to use this shit for real. Babies. 99.1. And that shit just feels weird. Just even the commercials, bro. They putting frequencies in the fucking radio, so when you hear this shit, it lowers your frequency, man. Frequency programming. We on a frequency warfare right now. Hearing this shit, motherfuckers want to work, listen to this shit. It's all, and that's listening to that just changed my energy right now. It just kind of took me out of the state of wanting to talk to y'all about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Made me want to just, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what the music does, is witchcraft, bro. It's witchcraft. So the music with the food and all that shit gonna have you vibrating low. You know what I'm saying? So you're not, and that shit made me condemn to lose my train of thought. That's what the music does, bro. It's witchcraft. So I ain't gonna make this video too long, man. I ain't gonna make this video too long. But they doing all type of weird ass shit, man. There's a lot of shit going on out here spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And that shit down there made me lose my train of thought. That's how people just in the motherfucking, in hypnosis, in a daze, because they, you know what I'm saying? Listening to the music on their way to work, etc. Damn, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about in this video. But yeah, like I'm saying though, like I was saying, they have the similar organs as the animal. The animal has no control over its organs, and neither does the human being, but the human being has the similar organs as the animal. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make this video too long. I hope all y'all vibrate at a high frequency. I just want to show y'all this shit. And we have to be conscious of this shit. You know what I'm saying? All my black people, we have to be conscious of this shit while we're going out and about, and these motherfuckers is doing the bullshit because they have animal genetics. They got animal DNA. You're driving. I don't want to show y'all this shit right now. This is what they do all day though. You're driving, they want to get right next to you because they have animal DNA, and they're just vessels. I'll tell y'all this shit. They're just vessels being used. They don't know why they're here on this planet. Why are you here on this planet if you have the same organs as, I don't give a fuck how nobody feel. I'm from my people. Even if a black person is watching this shit like, damn, that's fucked up, you saying that shit. I don't give a fuck how you feel, bro. Nobody's about to stop none of this. Nobody's about to stop my mission. see what I'm saying? Nobody's about, this is my purpose. You see what I'm saying? So, the question is, why are you on this planet and you got animal DNA? You know what I'm saying? And you have the same DNA as animals, same organs and all that shit as animals. They're just vessels being used to cause low vibration energy, like I tell you all the time. They want to get next to you, be next to you, be all in your space. This is what they do. You know what I'm saying? And my black people, you have to understand this shit. When they're doing this shit, you can't let that shit bother you. These beings have animal. And that was just to show you the external characteristics that they have, the external similarities that these beings have with animals. The skin, you know what I'm saying? The eyes. There's no fucking soul in there. You can see a soul in my eyes, bro. You can see a soul. You can see the emotion. You can get a feel for my energy by looking into my eyes. These beings, they don't have a soul. They're just vessels. They're just trying to work and pay their bills. They have a spirit. You know what I'm saying? And most of these motherfuckers you see are not even real people. Most of these motherfuckers are synthetic robots. When you're in traffic and all that shit, everybody's not a real person. This video is not about that, though. This video is about, and I ain't gonna make this video too much longer. This video, because I already said like everything I had to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to close this shit up right now. But that just shows you that they have the animal DNA. And they're gonna say that, oh, yeah, humans have 90% the same DNA as animals. Black people aren't human. We are organic beings. We have the same DNA as the plants, as nature. They have the same DNA as animals. So when they eat meat and all that shit, it strengthens them. When we eat meat because of our genetics, it kills us. That's why when you get old, that's why if you're black or Latino and you're watching this shit right now, I can guarantee you somebody in your family has high blood pressure or diabetes in their older age. It's not because they're a fat ass and they just like to eat a bunch of food. It's because the food that they're choosing to eat, because they're not conscious of their genetics, is poisoning them, is killing them, because they're supposed to eat plants and fruits and vegetables because they're connected directly to the plants, and the fruits and vegetables because they're connected directly to nature. These beings with the animal DNA, without the neuromelanin, they can eat meat. It would strengthen them because of their genetics. You see what I'm saying? It will strengthen them because of their genetics. You see? And we have to be conscious of this shit. They're different species than us. I'm going to say this shit every day I wake up and I land in this vessel and I'm in this reality. I'm going to say this shit to my people until I leave this planet. You see what I'm saying? They're different species than us. And that video is just to show you the external characteristics. It's not mentioning the internal characteristics, what's going on in their brain. What the fuck do you think a pig is doing all day? What is a pig doing? A pig literally will eat any fucking thing. If you have the same organs as a pig, what the fuck what's going on in your brain? You probably have the same thinking capacity, the same behavior characteristics as the fucking pig. If you have the same organs as the pig. And we have to be conscious of this shit, black people, because we are living life on this planet around these beings. And they have animal DNA. You see what I'm saying? Of course, they're going to lie because the lie is catering to them. The lie is saying we're all the same species. Like I told y'all, that's like a dog going into the fucking jungle with a bunch of wolves and saying, yes, we're all the same species. No, you're a racist. You're saying you're a wolf and I'm a dog. No, you're a racist. That's hatred. We're all the same. No, motherfucker. Y'all got different genetics on the inside, and y'all being around us on a daily basis makes it difficult for us to just do regular shit like drive our vehicles from point A to point B because y'all have animal DNA. You see? So y'all are thinking like an animal and not just a pig, not just a pig. It's multiple different animals, behavior characteristics to make a Caucasian, an Asian, a Mexican, an Arab, and this is what black people have to deal with. That's why we're only dealing with this shit because we're not conscious. This living life like this, paying bills, working and all this shit is because of our ignorance to the fact that we have the superior genetics on the planet. You see, we're not supposed to be doing none of this. It's not saying, oh, you're lazy. It's not, and it's not the flex if you say, oh, I got a business and all this. Fuck all the money shit. You see, because once you realize you have the superior genetics and that you can manifest just by avoiding these beings, it ain't shit to create a business, learn a service, and offer that service and start generating clients. It ain't shit to do that shit. You have the superior genetics. You can manifest whatever the fuck you want. You have to understand that shit being a black man or a black woman. That's why they have you doing the bullshit. It ain't shit to get a business and do all that shit. You see what I'm saying? They want you to work a job for your energy. And so when you get off that job, you have no creative energy to think about, let me create a service that I can offer, that I can make some money on with. You see? So we have to be conscious of this shit. These beings have animal DNA. So when you're out and about, just know this shit. And I'm gonna start making more videos like this, exposing this shit, bro. Not even exposing this shit, but just showing y'all this shit. Cause they're trying to make it seem like we're all human. They are the humans. They are the ones with the animal genetics. They are the humans, bro. We are the ones that are connected directly to nature. That's why we are the gods and the goddesses of this planet. It's not me saying this shit being cocky. We're walking outside, we don't get burned by the sun. If we have a magnesium deficiency, we can drink some chlorophyll. Only difference between us and the plants, of course, our physical structure, our bodies, etc. But we have blood flowing through these veins and these vessels. The plants have chlorophyll flowing through their veins. When you crush up a plant, that ain't nothing but the plant's blood, the chlorophyll. If you crush up our bodies, it's gonna squeeze out a bunch of blood. You see, it's the same shit because we're connected to nature. You see what I'm saying? They're connected to the animals, so that's why they can eat meat and all that shit and get strong and do all that shit. They don't get sick when they get older, unless they're just a fucking fat motherfucker that just want to eat a lot and they get diabetes, etc. But it's rare to see them with diabetes, etc. like that. They be having that shit, but it's rare. We get that shit just eating some regular shit. You know what I'm saying? You'll still be working out and all that shit. You'll get diabetes being black because we're a different species than them. The food that they eat. They can eat the meat and all that shit. They can eat that shit. We eat that shit, it's gonna fuck us up because of our genetics. And we have to be conscious of this shit. And we have to be conscious of why we're out and about and these motherfuckers are doing the dumb shit because they have animal DNA. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make this video too long. Hope all y'all vibrating at a high frequency. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.
I did hear we have a lot of similarities.
What if I told you the reason pigs' eyes look so human is more disturbing than you think? Think about it. Pigs don't just have human-like eyes. They have human-like skin, human-like organs, human-like emotions. Their skin, used for burn grafts, their heart valves, transplanted into human bodies, their organs, so close to ours that scientists are now experimenting with full pig-to-human organ transplants. Pigs recognize their own names. They dream. They mourn their dead. So tell me, why? Why is there an animal walking around with human-like organs, human-like skin, human-like emotions? Maybe the answer is darker than you think.
This is a human-pig hybrid monster.
I did hear we have a lot of similarities.